the Saga of the Unruly Queen. In ancient times, when mighty forests still covered the lands of modern Britain and the Roman legions were just beginning to lay the foundations of their power on these shores, began the story of a woman who became a symbol of unyielding will and the pursuit of freedom. This woman, Boudicca, queen of the Iceni tribe, led a rebellion that shook the foundations of Roman power in Britain. Prasutag's legacy. Boudicca was not only the wife of Prasutag, the chief of the Iceni, but also his heart and soul. When fate took Prasutag from this world, leaving the Iceni without a leader, the Romans decided it was time to appropriate the tribe's lands for themselves. But they overlooked one thing: the strength and determination of Boudicca, ready to defend her people and their lands to the last. The flames of rebellion. The injustice the Romans did to Boudicca's family and her people was the spark that ignited the fire of rebellion. At the head of brave warriors, Boudicca led an attack on Colchester, the fortress of the Roman conquerors. This city became the first symbol of their vengeance, but not the last. After Colchester, the fires of rebellion swept over Londinum, the heart of Roman trade in the lands, burning it to the ground and leaving only ashes behind. The last battle for freedom. But every story has an ending, and Boudicca's rebellion was no exception. Gaius Suetonius, the Roman legate, gathered his forces and took the fight to the rebel army, which outnumbered his army many times over. The battle was brutal and ruthless, but in the end, the Romans prevailed. Boudicca, unwilling to fall into the hands of her enemies, chose the way of warriors, to leave her life free by taking poison. Echoes of the Rising. After the fall of Londinum, echoes of Boudicca's struggles swept across Britain, causing a wave of support among other tribes. This rebellion united many who had previously been divided under the banners of freedom and independence. Despite brutal suppression, the spirit of resistance lived on in the hearts of the Britons, becoming a symbol of their defiance and desire for freedom. Secret allies and unexpected turns. A little-known fact about this rebellion is that Boudicca was able to rely not only on the strength of her warriors, but also on secret alliances with other tribes, and perhaps even some Roman deserters disillusioned with her command. These alliances added strategic advantage and reinforcements to her forces, though ultimately failed to secure ultimate victory. Female warrior. Boudicca stood out not only as a leader, but also as a warrior. It is reported that she participated in battles personally, inspiring her soldiers by example of courage and fearlessness. Her image on a chariot rushing towards the enemy has become an enduring symbol of female strength and leadership. Boudicca proved that spirit and determination know no gender boundaries. Boudicca's legacy. After her heroic passing, Boudicca left behind not just the memory of a great rebellion, but an inspiration for future generations of freedom fighters. Her story was forgotten for a time, but was rediscovered and appreciated during the Renaissance when interest in antiquity increased. Since then, Boudicca has become a symbol of British identity and heroism, the embodiment of willpower against overwhelming oppression.